Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you who's checking out this video. So in today's video is going to be my bi-weekly paycheck budget, and I'm looking down because I got my book right here and I wrote everything down. So this paycheck has to last me from August 15th to August 28th. That's 2 weeks. And this is only going to be my income for work, which is $850 that I am breaking down. I did receive $150 because I worked the extra day, but that money I am actually going to use it for Brooklyn's haircut, which he already got, and I put it on the credit card, but I'm taking the $80 and putting it back into the credit card because he needed a haircut. I think the hair was getting into his eye. That's bad. So I was like, he needs a haircut, and I knew I was working an extra day, and I said I'm going to take it out of there, but for right now I'm going to use the credit card because I knew I was paying that back. Now, the rest of the money I am actually going to use for my kitchen because I'm going to buy a new shade and I'm going to buy a curtain. So that's not going to be in this budget because I'm going to use it for the things that I need it for. So that money's going to be in use. I might write it down somewhere in this book so I can remember that I did get paid an extra $150, so I'll know, just for my records that I did make that money. So the expenses are, oh, and by the way, guys, I did a thing, but keep on watching so you guys know what changes I made. Well, one change I made, two changes. I don't know if I told you in the last video, but two changes that I am making to my budget. So expenses: rent $345, cell phone $100, MTA $66, Apple Music is $16.99, Apple Storage 99¢, Lifetime $4.99. Laundry, I am taking out $20. So my total expenses are $553.97. Then down to the debt. Discover, I am putting $50 towards Discover, which I made that payment already. So woohoo, my Discover is actually going down. I'm excited about that because even if I see $1 less on that Discover, makes me happy. So I am making changes in my budget to be able to give myself the financial freedom, that I deserve. Are we always going to be financial free? No, because either if in the future I get a car, I'm still going to be in a little bit of more debt. If I move and I get a house, which I'm not really thinking about getting a house, I'm just a one person, and one big house is a little scary for me. But you never know what God has in store for me. So that right now, but for right now, I want to be credit card debt free. So that's what we're working towards. Good wealth, bettering my life, having a more stress free budget where I know I don't have to pay towards credit card debt. So I pay $50 towards Discover. So the remaining I have on my check is $246.03. Now, I already went to the supermarket and I spent $70 at the supermarket. So it leaves me with, I'll tell you guys right now, 246.03 take away 70. So I have remaining 176.03 for the next 2 weeks because basically I did it on the same day I got paid. But like I said, it's okay because I do get some money from my daughter. So if I needed to go towards food, I would do that. So the two things that I did decide to do, and I felt okay with it, which is weird. I was talking to somebody and I was like, hey, do you think I should just make this change because I want to do other things? And when I was talking to this person, because I just don't know if they want me to say their name or not, so I'm not going to, but you know who you are, okay? And I was like, I cut off Hulu, as you can see, so it frees up $18.99. So I have $18.99 extra into my debt. What I also did was I canceled my gym membership. So the reason why I canceled my gym membership is because I was just like, I've been to Zumba. Yes, I have. I've been to Zumba since you guys saw me, I've been going to Zumba every Saturday. Since after the whole month, 2 months of my family member, I said, let me go back to Zumba because I had really missed it. Now, when I decided to make this decision, I knew it was going to be a better thing for me because I can do Zumba at home. I feel like I have hair in my nose. What I felt was my daughter has a Switch, right? She is going back to school, but in the meantime, Switch has Zumba on it. So I could do Zumba at home, or I could do free Zumbas in Central Park, Prospect Park. They have Zumbas there. Now, I am looking for Zumba that I could just pay out right when I want to, so I can put that money aside and I could just pay for Zumba. Now, as far as the gym, I do have some weights that I can do at home, or I can just go on YouTube and find some videos so I can just follow through the YouTube. And there's other ways I can do it for now. Once I get my finances together, then I would decide whether I want to go back to the gym or not. But for right now, this feels right to me, and I need to do this for me and to make sure that I'm going to be financially okay, and I don't want to have the stress on my back. Yes, that is another what, $45, another $46 that I freed up, and I feel good about it because now I could put more money towards Discover. Now you know that my student loans is accruing interest, so I have to save too. So that's why I've decided to make this decision, and I feel okay with it. Yes, I do have my gym stuff on because me and my daughter are we gonna go take a walk so we could get some steps in, and we're gonna be doing Zumba later in the house. And I'm going to do a few things, so I'm gonna have the same thing on in my vlog that I am creating today. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and this is my bi-weekly paycheck budget for the second paycheck of August. And now I have to start continuing to pack my daughter's stuff because she has to go off to college. My daughter's last year of college. I could probably make a video on summing it up, the stress that, how all this is, how all this college stuff was. Because it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It was ups and downs. It was some days, some semesters were stressful for me, and I bet it was stressful for my daughter because she's the one that's actually going to college. But the financial part, it was like, but we'll talk about that in another video. So yeah, guys, $176 for the next 2 weeks because I already spent $70 out of the 246. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and let's talk in the comments below on what changes you made to your budget so far in the month of August. And I hope that you have a fantastic month. I hope that you have an abundance. I hope that you have good wealth, good health. I wish you all the best positivity in your life. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next video.